So I'm in the office up here in our new place in Sandpoint, Idaho, and I'm feeling really good. Feeling a lot better than I did feel last week. I haven't had a fever in about a week, and I have survived the COVID. So, anyway, thank you, Chris. Jed Johnson. Oh yeah, I had this all set up earlier, and I was gonna, be ready to go, and then I ended up making a music video thing earlier, and it got all screwed up. But anyway, so I had a bunch of requests. Kevin, my buddy Kevin from Nashville, he requested songs 3 hours ago. So sorry you have to wait, Kevin, but I'm gonna do one of those for you. This is the song right now that I wrote in Alabama. This week starts the Frank Brown Songwriters Festival in Gulf Shores. If you've never been to that, it's pretty cool. It usually goes over 2 weekends. I'm down there in Gulf Shores, Alabama, at the Floribama and at several different venues around. So we were down there a few years back, and I was walking our dog Odie on the beach one morning, and it was November, and it was real sunny out and beautiful. And I was like, man, how lucky am I? I'm at work right now, and I should be writing a song or something. And I thought, as a kid, I never even knew Alabama had a beach, and here I am now walking on this beach with my dog on a weekday. I'm at work at my songwriting job. And I thought as a kid, I never even knew that Alabama had a beach. I never knew that Alabama touched the Gulf of Mexico. And boom, the songwriter radar went off right away, and this song wrote itself in about 2 hours. Growing up, I never thought much about the beach. Living in Missouri, it was too far out of reach. And I guess I never looked at a map all that close. I was just a kid, so how was I to know that Alabama touched the Gulf of Mexico? It's just 60 miles of sugar sand between Florida and Dixieland. First time I saw it was with my dad at sunset on a Harley that he used to have. And then a few years later on, I got to go down there and sing my songs, where they listened and we touched them with the stories that we told. And Alabama touched the Gulf of Mexico. Oh, how I love that old stretch of sand. I made a lot of memories and some real good friends. Most times with a beer in my hand at the Floribama at 2 a.m. It's a magic place, it's always felt like home, where Alabama touched the Gulf of Mexico. Well, it was at the festival in November, a night that I'll always remember. Got paired with this guy that played piano, harmonica, guitar, and mando. I loved all those songs of his. We were kindred spirits and instant friends, and we traveled all the way from England to Kosovo. A musical MacGyver that I came to know, where Alabama touched the Gulf of Mexico. Oh, how I love that old stretch of sand. I made a lot of memories with some real good friends. Most times with a beer in my hand at the Floribama at 2 a.m. It's a magic place, it's always felt like home, where Alabama touched the Gulf of Mexico. Hard to believe it's been 9 years. I stopped at the Bama for a couple beers. Tried to find where we all signed our name on that post. And I thought about him all the way to Port St. Joe. And how he scattered his ashes right there off the coast, where Alabama touched the Gulf of Mexico. I met my buddy Todd Cerny at the Frank Brown Songwriter Festival probably 17 years ago, 16 years ago. I didn't know him. We both lived in Nashville, but there's a lot of songwriters in Nashville. We never met until we got booked on the same time slot at the Frank Brown. And he showed up, and he had a piano and a guitar and a mandolin. He had a harmonica strapped around his neck, and he was singing all these cool songs that he wrote. And I was like, man, we need this guy in our band. We were getting ready to go on this military trip, an armed forces tour to Europe, and I was like, we need a versatile dude like Todd. And I tell you what, Todd Cerny saved our ass many times, not just playing music, but there were times where we couldn't get the power to work right on stage, and Todd always had his toolkit around, and he would figure it out. But he wrote a lot of songs. He wrote songs for Etta James and Cheap Trick and Bon Jovi, Eddie Money, Loverboy, and he wrote some country songs. He wrote, "Good morning, beautiful, how's your night?" But in late 2010, after the last Armed Forces tour that he did with us, he got diagnosed with melanoma, and he didn't last very long. It took him out pretty quick, so he passed away in 2011, and his last wish was to have his ashes scattered there off the coast there by the Floribama. So his wife Kip chartered 2 boats, and a bunch of us went down there, and we did just that. We scattered his ashes right there in the Gulf. And then we had a musical tribute night to him right there at the same club where I met him, which was called the Silver Moon. It's no longer a club, now it's a liquor store. Thank you for asking that one. I had a couple people ask for that song. Thanks very much. Robbie's online. Hey, how's it going? And my friend Janet from high school. Howdy, Janet. And let's see. All right, well, we got a bunch more to get to here, so I don't know how long I'm going to play. Oh, Art is on. Yeah, Art, I heard that the Tavern on Main is, I guess, not open anymore. Might have to play at Willie's joint next time I come to town. So, Cousin Brenda's on from Missouri. Howdy. All right, well, let's see. Well, my cousin Rob is online, and he wanted to hear this song. This song is about going to New Orleans. I wrote this with a guy named Aaron Schurz. Some of y'all know Aaron. Aaron is a phenomenal songwriter from Nashville, and we wrote this song back in like 2003. And this past week, or 2 weeks ago, at the Trop Rock Music Awards, Aaron walked away with 4 awards. He got like Album of the Year, Songwriter of the Year, Single of the Year, I think. I can't remember. He got 4 awards. It was great. He's awesome. And he's coming to our Lone Star Luau, and he's a super great guy. But so we wrote this song, and a guy named Paul Roush recorded it, and then a guy named Mike Nash in the Southern Draw Band recorded it, and then a guy named Mark Morellis, who's the pan guy, plays with Jerry Diaz. Mark recorded it for his last record that he did. So, and this Tuesday coming up, if you know Sam Densler, he does a thing called Songwriters Island. We're going to do a special streaming event about this song, Goes to New Orleans, and all of us are going to be on there. Me, Aaron, Mike Nash, Paul Roush, and Mark Morellis. And we're going to try to do it live. Last time we tried, it didn't we had technical difficulties. So anyway, so it goes like this here. Hurricanes in Zydeco, tarot cards, Amaryllis, Creole sin and voodoo in the air. Our first night in the quarter, we fell underneath its spell. We were young, loved without a care. Next morning at Cafe Del Monde, she said, let me read your poem. And with my hand in her, she said, they say that when you leave this life, you spend eternity in the place where you were happiest. If that's so, then I know I'll be walking somewhere in between Jackson Square and Bourbon Street, holding your hand, and we'll live it home again, wandering among the ghosts of New Orleans. Streetcars on Carondelet woke us on the day we left, and a sidewalk fortune teller wished us well. But over time the magic fades, people go their separate ways, and in the end she married someone else. Now I think of her from time to time, and I've heard that she's doing fine, but I wonder if it's wrong to hope she's right. How they say that when you leave this life, you spend eternity in the place where you were happiest. If that's so, then I know I'll be walking somewhere in between Jackson Square and Bourbon Street, holding her hand. We'll live it home again, wandering among the ghosts of New Orleans. And as I step into the light, I see her on the other side. We're young again, and she's got that sundress on. She's waiting on the corner, and as I get a little closer, she smiles and says, what took you so long? And then we're walking somewhere in between Jackson Square and Bourbon Street, and I'm holding her hand, and we live it home again, wandering among the ghosts of New Orleans. Oh. All right. Thank you for asking for that song, Rob. Cheers, y'all. Here's to your health. I'm feeling much better. I had the COVID last week. Dang, I figured I was gonna dodge that bullet. I thought I won't get it. I have a good immune system, but I went down to Key West and was around a lot of folks, and we were wearing masks most places, except at the restaurants when we would sit at the table, and on stage, of course. But anyway, I ended up getting it. And I felt pretty crappy for about 4 days and had a fever and didn't sleep good, felt achy, felt cold, felt chilly. Just watched a lot of TV and just took it easy on the couch. Feeling a lot better now. Thank you all very much. Today is my first official day out of quarantine, so I got to go out of the house today and run an errand or two. don't really want to go out of the house much right now. It's like in the 30s here in Sandpoint, Idaho. And we had a little snow a few days ago. It's supposed to snow again tomorrow all day. So, all right, well, I wanted to play some new stuff. I wanted to try a few things. I'm going to try something experimental, okay? Now, today, I got this idea. Now, I've been just around the house doing some work on the computer and things like that. Me and John Patty are working on the Trop Rock Music Awards show. We had to do a little editing on that, and we've been doing that online, and I've been doing a lot of drawings, working on the drawings. I was going to show y'all some of those, but I forgot. Hold on. I want to show you one before I do this, because I'm excited about this one. Hold on. Wait for it. Okay, so most of the drawings I've been doing have been, for hire for people. So as soon as I get it done, I ship it out to them. But I haven't done that many just for the heck of it or on spec. But I talked to this local art store here in town, and they said, "Oh, we would love to show your work here." And I said, "Okay, well, as soon as I get some done that I can leave with you, I'll bring some down." And I said, "Oh, by the way, what sells good here in Sandpoint, Idaho?" And they said, "Moose." So this is not done yet, but that's one I'm working on here. It's pretty freaking big too. Check this guy out. So that's gonna be awesome when it's done. But that one's turning out really great. See how big that is? Anyway, that's my Bullwinkle. All right. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen. I'll show you one other one that I'm working on. This is another one. My friend Jay Beavers, he and his wife Julia, they have a couple of horses, and they wanted me to do their horses. So this is one. It's kind of in progress. It's not quite done yet, but you can see that one there. That one's turning out really, really good. And I'm doing two of them. This one and another one. Their other horse. So put that over here. All right. So while I'm drawing, typically, what I do is, I'll put on some music or something like that on my little Google speaker. Hang on. And it just plays music at random on shuffle. And I've been listening to a lot of Skip Ewing lately. If y'all know Skip, he's a songwriter from Nashville, and I believe he's living in Wyoming now, but he has a new record called Wyoming that's great. And so since he was an artist in the late 80s, when I put on Skip Ewing, it plays all kinds of older country stuff. And I've been hearing a lot of Don Williams lately, and I was like, man, I want to do a Don Williams song. And I thought, I've been wanting to work something up on the ukulele. So I thought, Don Williams, ukulele, this song would be perfect. I've been wanting to do this song for a few years, so bear with me. I might screw this up. I'm a ukulele noob. I'm new at it. Okay, here we go. Oh, don't you lose that light in your eyes. You're never too old to love. It's never too late to try. When somebody needs you, give them all you can give. When you're living to love and loving to live, stay on, keep your wheels in motion. You got everything that you need. Stay on with your rock and rollin'. All the best things in life are free. Oh, don't you feel like playing the fool? Step out of line and break all the rules. Don't you let them tell you that it's not for you. Don't go growing old before you're due. Stay young, keep your wheels in motion. You got everything that you need. Stay young with your rock and rollin'. All the best things in life are free. Look out, Jason Mraz. Stay young, keep your wheels in motion. You got everything that you need. Stay young with your rock and rollin'. All the best things in life are free. In Gonzales, Texas. Shiner, Texas too. Yeah. My new ukulele career. I think I'm gonna have to practice a little bit. So, alright, there we go with that. Anywho. Alright, well, let's see. John Sherwin asked me, didn't Donnie Brewer send me a taco hat? No, I had to give that back after the award show, unfortunately. I also had a whole taco costume on, which I also gave back. I don't have any need for a full-size taco costume. But anyway. So just got back from Key West. We did the thing called Trop Rock Strong Week down there, which was a lot of fun. Did a lot of appearances and got to hang out with a lot of awesome musicians down there. People like Donnie Brewer, Aaron Schurz, Mike Nash, Erica Sunshine Lee, a new artist named Aubrey Wallet, who's great. She's going to be coming to the Lone Star Luau now. Paul Overstreet was down there, which is amazing. If you know who Paul Overstreet is, Paul is a legendary artist, country artist. Had a career several years ago as an artist, and then has written hit songs for people over the years, and he won like a Song of the Year, I think, for his Somewhere in the Caribbean, which is great. You should look that up. Paul did a trop rock record recently, and he's just fun to hang out with, and we're going to be doing some more stuff. Paul's coming to the luau. He's phenomenal. So, all right. So I want to play a new song. This one here is one that I wrote with my buddy Aaron, and I was very encouraged this year after the Trop Rock Music Awards. There's so many new artists in our format that are really good, and so I kind of wanted to write a song about all that. And also this year, Coley and I won Duo of the Year for 2 years running, and we also won Event of the Year 2 years running for Lone Star Luau. So thank you all that voted for us. So here's the song I wrote with Aaron. It's called Rising Tide. It goes like this. If you're looking for a good time, come on in, the water's fine. Leave your worries behind, ain't nothing but blue sky, sunshine, and good vibes here. Guess the word's been getting round. There's more and more showing up and getting down to the sound made for soothing all your worries and fears, and it goes good with flip-flops, sandy cold beer. Like a surf rolling in, yeah, the party never ends, and our circle of friends keeps growing. It's amazing to see how our little thing's catching on and going where it's going. All I know is tonight feels good riding high on the crest of the wave of this rising tide. Well, I was singing songs nobody knew by heart, Ain't that how every song starts? Y'all kept showing up, now you know all the parts, and you sang them right back to me. From living rooms with one guitar to all your backyard tiki bars. We know where we came from and we're proud of who we are, and we're one big happy family. Like the surf rolling in, yeah, the party never ends, and our circle of friends keeps growing. It's amazing to see how this tropical thing catching on and going where it's going. All I know is tonight feels good riding high on the crest of the wave of this rising tide. We haven't figured out the ending yet. That's all I got. Anyway, I'm excited about that one. We're going to record that as an event song with several artists and maybe even do a music video for it. So it's called Rising Tide. So that's exciting. I love having new songs to play. Would y'all like to hear another new song? I'll do another new one for you. While we're keyed up here. And cheers, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to have to put my glasses on because the text is too small. Anyway, yeah, okay, Egan's on there and Bart. And anyway, thank you guys for being here with me tonight in Sandpoint. Coley's in West Virginia. It's lonely around here, around this house. All I got are these two dumb dogs, and they're bugging the shit out of me. I'm serious. No, I love them. They're great, but really. They're being very needy. They keep coming up and scratching me on the arm like, Dad, Dad, Dad. Anyway, so this song has been coming for a couple years, actually. I finally wrote it this February on a flight to Nashville. And they are the best dogs ever. They're awesome dogs, Odie and Cece. They're not in here right now because they'd be scratching on my elbow if they were. Anyway, so this song, like I said, has been coming for a few years. We've done a lot of gigs, in Texas, and we've done a lot in Florida. And I kept catching myself saying, yeah, I got one boot in Texas and one flip flop in Florida. And my friend Rob Hill said, what would be a better title is one boot in the red dirt and one barefoot in the sand. And I was like, yeah, that'd be cool. So this song was born. Wrote this in February. We burned up so many miles between the Lone Star and Sunshine States. People ask, well, which one do you like the best? And it's really hard to say, 'cause we got songs about cowboys, we got songs about the beach, but we ain't just one or the other. I guess we're somewhere in between. I got a Lone Star in my left hand and a land shark in my right. Ain't nothing like a Sarasota sunset or a South Padre Saturday night. Paradise to me is somewhere between a steel guitar and a steel drum band. One boot in the red dirt and one barefoot in the sand. Headed south out of Key Largo on a sunny A1A kind of day. But I'm dreaming about Green Hall and Luckenbach and that Houston rodeo stage. Now this Resistol strong makes a perfect shade, but so does a tall palm tree. Looking at my life through these Maui gems, you know it all looks pretty good to me. I got a shiner light in my left hand and some siesta key in my right. Down in Corpus and in Key West, you know it's always Saturday night. Now I'm right at home on the back of a horse or on a Cape Coral catamaran. One boot in the red dirt and one barefoot in the sand. That's right, Inga. I love them both, but you know you can't be two places at one time. I think the perfect compromise is that Texas Gulf Coast line. With a margarita in my left hand and some Tito's in my right. Ain't nothing like a Pensacola sunset or a Port A Saturday night. Paradise to me is somewhere between a steel guitar and a steel drum band. One boot in a red dirt and one barefoot in the sand. It's that coastal combination makes me who I am. One boot in a red dirt and one barefoot in the sand. Yeah. Hold on. Looking at my life through these Maui gems, you know it all looks pretty good to me. That's for Paul and Inga in Annapolis. Thank you all for these shades. You know, Christmas is coming. And I love these shades. I'm just dropping little hints here. I know Coley's listening too. Just saying. These are my favorite shades ever. These Maui gems. They're the best. They were, I had a pair of these Ray-Bans that I bought when we were in Roatan when I was walking along the beach. And this guy was selling these Ray-Bans for like $8. They were legitimate Ray-Bans. They looked kind of like these. They had, like the blue lens, and they had like the clear earpieces. You see that? It's clear there. Anyway, clear earpieces, blue lens, $8 Ray-Bans. These are not. These are the awesome Maui gems. But anyway, I really like those cheap sunglasses, and I lost them like I do most of my shades. But when I saw that Maui Gem had the blue tint with the clear earpieces, I was like, oh yeah, I got to get those. So I love it. I might think I'm on my second or third pair of those because either break them or lose them or destroy them. But this is, maybe I should put these back on, even though this is about Ray-Bans. I had a request for this one from Mike from Idaho. Wanted to hear this one. I got some Ray-Bans I bought from a Mexican on the coast of Costa Maya on a week-long getaway. And all I saw through these lenses were good times and drunk friends. How I wish it had never ended and we were there today. She said we don't need Jamaica or a beach in Kiowa, just a backyard destination where the sun shines free and the buzz in my cabezas inflating my imagination. And the lime in my cerveza tastes just like vacation. I hope they have Maui gym readers. I would get some. I need them. Shrimp cocktail from the IGA's a far cry from fresh ceviche. A 2% conga line is all we really need. So baby, kick off your sneakers and raise your raspberry to the pan band in the Bluetooth speaker and come and dance with me. Cause we don't need Jamaica or a beach in Kiowa, just a backyard destination where the sun shines free. And the buzz in my cabezas inflating my imagination. And the lime in my cerveza tastes just like vacation. Oh, where's John Patty when you need him? I mean, I need a steel drum solo right now like crazy, like this here. I got some red bands I bought from a Mexican on the coast of Costa Maya on a week-long getaway. And even though I'm back at my home, every time I put these shades on and my baby squeezes my limon, we're 1,000 miles away and we ought to go back someday. But until then I say, honey, we don't need Jamaica or a beach in Kiowa, just a backyard destination where the sun shines free. And the buzz in my cabezas inflating my imagination. And the lime in my cerveza tastes just like vacation. Ah, thank you. Thank you. I'm Eric Church, your Country Music Association Entertainer of the Year. No wonder he wears those shades. They do look cool, don't they? I like them. All right. Okay, let's see. All right. Anyway. Okay, well, I was thinking of going out on the limb and maybe doing some songs that I don't normally do. And, should I do that? I had some requests. I really do need Maui Jim readers or they need to make the font bigger on this thing because I can sort of read it. Okay, Amy just said she tipped me. Usually if you tip me, that's a good way to get me to do a request. So you just have to tell me which song you want me to do because it only has one comment at a time on here. So... all right, okay, Dale and Peach have one they wanted to hear. Hope you guys are doing good down there in Flagler Beach. Let's do this one. I think this one will be fun. He's looking like a lobster wearing flip-flops and a Stetson. Guess that's why they call it fishing instead of catching. 'Cause he ain't had a single bite all day. But he caught a buzz and there ain't no limit on Tanqueray. But he's not quite sure how he wound up way down here. It's a long haul to ropes and sails from roping them steers. He ain't worried about that, just gonna have some fun. Gotta be one fish down there dumber than he is drunk. It ain't that far from Waco to Galveston. Is what you get when you mix a prairie dog and an old beach bum. Cow chips, BS, and ships ahoy. He's a saltwater cowboy. There's a tiki party at the beach about a mile or two, where they're singing with Jimmy and they're toasting to Chris Ledoux. And if it weren't for Captain Morgan steering his ship, he might untie that rope and back her on up out of that slip. It ain't that far from Waco to Galveston. Is what you get when you mix a prairie dog and an old beach bum. Cow chips, BS, and ships ahoy. He's a saltwater cowboy. If his bottle goes overboard, you better wish him luck. 'Cause he's afraid of sharks, but he's terrified of sobering up. It ain't that far from Waco to Galveston. Is what you get when you mix a prairie dog and an old beach bum. Cow chips, BS, and ships ahoy. He's a saltwater cowboy. He's a saltwater cowboy. All right. You're welcome, Dale and Peach. Okay, I've had a couple requests for this next song. I got to do it. This is for Kevin. Like I said, Kevin got his request in like 3-4 hours ago. Thank you, Kevin Karstens. And my cousin Rob just requested this one. Hope y'all are having a lovely Thursday evening wherever you are. Hope the weather's good. It's cold here, but it's not bad. I'm getting used to it. That's what I keep telling myself. I can hear dogs outside the door. They're wondering what's going on in here. So usually every September I go on this. Oh, hey, Roger from Midland. Roger's had me do a couple of drawings for him. A big longhorn, if y'all saw that one, and another picture of another dog from Midland, Texas. Bourbon does help. That's right, Paul. Anyway, so usually every September I go on this trail ride with a bunch of friends of mine called the Tejas Vaqueros, and this year we didn't get to go because of damn COVID. No, the whole trip was canceled. It's the first time in like 53 years they've ever had to cancel it, I think. So anyway, but I wanted to write a song about those guys because I've made a lot of really good friends in that organization over the last 10 or 11 years, and some of my friends for life are in that. Friends for Life, Gary P. Nunn is a member. And by the way, Gary's going to be at the Lone Star Luau this year. He's agreed to come and perform with his full band, and it's going to be just smack awesome. Also, another vaquero friend of mine, Trent Willman, is going to be there. Trent Willman is great. He's had several hit songs in Nashville. A guy named Win Varble is coming. If some of y'all saw Win Varble when he played with Paul Overstreet at the Key West Theater week before last. Win is phenomenal. He's been at Party Gras in the past and Flipper Stock, things like that. Win is also great. So, anyway, but Trent is a vaquero, and Gary P. is a vaquero, and several other musicians are. Red Stegall, Kevin Fowler, Roger Krager, Cody Johnson, Randy Brown. All those guys ended up on the record of this song, and I did their parts right there in the canyon using this very laptop that I'm on right now and this microphone. It's amazing what you can do these days with technology, but anyway, this is a song for my cowboy buddies. sitting tall in the saddle, riding all alone. Lost and looking for direction to any other trail than the one that I was on. When I came across these cowboys in a canyon northwest of San Antonio, when they shook my hand and they took me in, that's when I knew I'd found a home. They all might be crazy, but they're my closest friends. And they've been right beside me through the thick and the thin. We ride together, up together, been through all kinds of weather. Stay out late and make some noise. I never knew that I'd find friends, good friends for life, till I met the cowboys. Some are known for winning buckles, some for closing down the bar. They're the kind of men, when you ride with them, they bring out the best in who you are. And I'm proud to be one of them. I ain't scared to say I love them. When we all sing along with that old bunkhouse band, we got a bond that's like no other. They're my brothers till the end. And they all might be crazy, but they're my closest friends. They've been right beside me through the thick and the thin. And we ride together, up together, been through all kinds of weather. Stay out late and make some noise. I never knew that I'd find friends, good friends for life, till I met the cowboys. No name, Cohair and Bravo, Kunas and Baracho, and God bless those boys on Maverick Hill. 'Cause we ride together, oh together, been through all kinds of weather. Stay out late and make some noise. I never knew that I'd find friends, good friends for life, and they'll bail you out in the middle of the night. That is if they ain't sitting right there by your side. I never knew that life could be such a hell of a ride, till I met the cowboys. Till I met those cowboys. That's for all my cowboy friends. All right, okay, so my friend Amy made a request. I saw you wanted to hear a song called Harley Wells. Well, I haven't done that one in a while, and I'm not up to speed on it. I don't remember all the words to that one because it's an older song. But I saw that you asked for a drinking song, and, well, I can do that. And thank you for the tip, and thank you for the pumpkin spice donuts back in the day. All right. So I'll do this one here for Amy. She used to have an apartment behind the office where I worked at a place called Stage 3 Music in Nashville. And anyway, so I wrote this one with Dan DeMay. Some of y'all know Dan DeMay. He's been on some of the live streams with Sam Densler and stuff lately. Dan's phenomenal. He wrote a song for Daryl Worley called If Something Should Happen, and lots of great songs over the years. So I'm going to send this one out to Egan. Oh, also, my friend Egan in Shiner, Texas, he was one of the first people to ever play this song down there before I ever moved to Texas. before I ever even dreamed I would live there. He's a big part of the reason I wanted to move there, because if they played songs like this on the radio on his station in Gonzales. I've been drinking here all night long. I'm only swaying cause I like this song. Now don't tell me that I had too much. Hell, I haven't even got a buzz. I ain't as drunk as you think I am. I ain't stumbling, this is how I dance. My tongue gets tangled, don't you understand? I ain't as think as you drunk I am. She got mad and kicked me out of the car, right in front of this old honky-honk bar. Guess you could say that she drove me to drink. How many rounds can I get for this ring? I ain't as think as you drunk I am. I ain't someone, this is how I dance. My tongue is tangled, don't you understand? I drink as think as you think I am. Thank you, Terry. I'm perfectly fine. Jim Daniels, Jack Beam, and me, we're trying to water down her memory. Oh, woman sure can make a man a fool. Please help me up, somebody move my stool. I ain't the same cause you junk I am. I ain't something, it's how I dance. My tongue is tangled, don't you understand? I ain't the same cause you drunk I am. I ain't the same cause you drunk I am. I might be something, but this is how I stand. Oh my God, I think I peed in my pants. I drink and say cause you fuck I am. Hey, I ain't drunk. Well, yes I am. I drink and say cause you fuck I am. Oh, it is so nice to have my vocal cords back so I can do dumb shit like that. I couldn't hit that high part in the past. Anyway, all right. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled serious songwriter show here, coming to you live from Sandpoint, Idaho. That's right. On beautiful Lake Pend Oreille, just north of Coeur d'Alene, 90 minutes from Spokane. If you like to ski, we have the Schweitzer Mountain Ski Resort, which I believe opens in a couple of weeks, Thanksgiving weekend. My son Wyatt and I will be putting our season passes to good use up there at Schweitzer. So if you want to ski, come on, we got a spare bedroom. Just show up. All right? Cheers, y'all. Oh, this is fun. I have missed playing. Well, I mean, I haven't played since QS, but before that, it's been a while. You know, I had vocal surgery and that, you know, it just feels so good to be able to sing again with good vocal cords. And I'm ready. So call me. I'll come to your city. Let's set up some dates, because I haven't set anything up yet because I didn't think I'd be able to sing yet, but I can. So, as you can tell, here I am doing my thing. Anyway. Yes, Mark said the Green Parrot will do that to you. Yes, we had a late night at the Green Parrot, but it was a lot of fun in Key West. All right. Okay. Let's see. So, speaking of Sandpoint, I'm going to do another new song. This one here, wrote this when I was in Nashville. I went there for my follow-up, vocal cord follow-up. And while I was there, I wrote that song, Rising Tide, with Aaron Schurz. And I wrote this song with Erica Sunshine Lee. But I was thinking about, there's a long bridge that you have to cross to get to Sandpoint, because there's this great big lake here, Lake Pend Oreille. And the bridge is like, it's a mile or two long. And I was driving across that bridge about a month or two ago, and it was still sunny out in 70s. And I thought, man, any day now, it's going to be cold. And the next day, it was freezing cold and miserable. And anyway, I was looking out over the lake, and I saw this pontoon boat, heading into the sunset as I was driving across the bridge on that beautiful sunny day, and I thought, man, I hate that we're running out of summertime, And anyway, that's where this song came from. So. There's a lone pontoon crossing the water to a sky fading red in the west. Grab your coat and a cold one and let's head down to the harbor. Make a toast to the season's last sunset. The air's so crisp and that water's so clear. Wish we could stay all year. Oh, how'd it go by so fast? While there's still a little sand in our shoes and some left in our hourglass. Oh, let's take it all in while it lasts. Make the most while you're still mine, 'cause we're running out of summertime. My summer started out as a wide empty canvas till your wind filled my sails and I was gone. So unexpected, not quite like I planned it. Wish that moment in the sun could go on and on. Let's save this picture perfect postcard scene so we know that it wasn't a dream. Oh, how'd it go by so fast? While there's still a little sand in our shoes and some left in our hourglass. Oh, let's take it all in while it lasts. Make the most while you're still mine, 'cause we're running out of summertime. In the blink of an eye, disappearing like a firefly. No, I don't want to say goodbye. Oh, how'd it go by so fast? While there's still a little sand in our shoes and some left in our hourglass. Oh, let's take it all in while it lasts. Hold me close just one more time, even though we gotta leave it behind. Let's make the most while you're still mine, 'cause we're running out of summertime. Oh, class of 87 checking in. Beth Riddick, howdy howdy from Winchester, I guess, still. I need to come back and do some stuff. I haven't done anything in Winchester, Virginia in a little while. Coley and I did a thing at the Bright Box Theater. We need to make a plan to come and do that again sometime. So, all right. Well, speaking of that song, had the line "sand in her shoes" in it, "sand in our shoes." So I guess I need to do this one. I've seen it go by a request. This one I wrote with my buddy Steve Williams from Nashville. And Steve's neighbor, HL I believe his name is, his wife passed away. And Steve went to the funeral, and during the eulogy, they were talking about his wife and said, she loved the beach. She always had sand in her shoes. And Steve said, man, I heard that. And I was like, we got to write that. So we wrote this song. This is one of my favorites that I've written. We did a music video for this song in Key West back in 2011. We did like 3 or 4 music videos in one year, and then we just stopped. We never did another one. We had hardly done any. We have the camera still. We need to do more. Anyway. She's making margaritas in a bar on the beach. Sells t-shirts to the tourists in a shop down the street. Makes handmade earrings and bracelets to make ends meet. She's renting an apartment on the 2nd floor. It's an easy 5-minute ride down to the shore on that yellow bicycle. Gets her back and forth. When she left Minnesota, 1 bag was all she packed. She came down on a round trip ticket, but she only used half. She left behind the rain and snow for the coastline where the warm winds blow, and that emerald green water meets the sky that's always blue. Cold Corona and an old beach chair, Ray-Bans and her sun-bleached hair, and that year-round tan. She'll always have sand in her shoes. She's got a picture from that first trip with her mom and her dad, in her flip-flops and her pigtails and that little straw hat. And ever since she dreamed of living in a place like that. When she graduated college, how could she have known she'd wind up in a cubicle answering phones, feeling like her whole life had been put on hold. So she left behind the rain and snow for the coastline where the warm winds blow, and that emerald green water meets the sky that's always blue. Cold Corona and an old beach chair, Ray-Bans and her sun-bleached hair, and that year-round tan. She'll always have sand in her shoes. I've heard people say that maybe someday that some lucky guy's gonna sweep her away. She's fallen hard before, but never hard enough to make her ever wanna leave her one true love. She left behind the rain and snow for the coastline where the warm winds blow, and that emerald green water meets the sky that's always blue. Cold Corona and an old beach chair, Ray-Bans and her sun-bleached hair, and that year-round tan. She'll always have sand in her shoes. She's got a year-round tan. She'll always have sand in her shoes. Thank you for all the requests for that one. And by the way, if you have put something in the PayPal or the Venmo, thank you very much. That helps us out a lot right now in these crazy, what I call the time of no gigs. Thanks to the pandemic and all that stuff and vocal surgery and all that. So anyway, lots of comments. Man, a lot of comments so far. Like over 300. I'm going to have to go back and read through them because they're going by pretty fast. So sorry if I missed some of them. But thank you guys for tuning in this evening. Let's see, how far in are we? Oh, just about an hour and 15. All right, well, like I said earlier, I wanted to try some songs I don't normally do. This song was kind of fitting because it's cold here in Idaho. This is a song I wrote with Django Walker, Jerry Jeff's son. I was hated to hear about Jerry Jeff passing a couple Fridays ago, and since then I've been listening to a lot of his stuff, hearing a lot of stuff that I never heard of his. But his son Django is a phenomenal writer too, and he's coming to the Lone Star Luau again this year. And we wrote this one, and Donnie Brewer recorded this with my beautiful better half, Coley McCabe. And I've never really sang it that much, but I think it's time I should. So, anyway, it goes like this here. It's getting dark early and I heard it's gonna sleet. Weatherman calling for a high 12 degrees. Supposed to be this cold for at least the next 6 weeks. Shoveling snow and dreaming about the beach. If the choice is here where I'd rather be, give me the keys. By tomorrow morning we could be in a hammock hanging underneath the shade of a couple old palm trees, letting all our worries drift off in the breeze. Give me the keys. I know it sounds crazy, I ain't playing around. Really ain't nothing left here to tie us down. So come on, babe, what do you think about you and me just migrating south? Let's pack a bag and throw it in your backseat. Give me the keys. By tomorrow morning we could be in a hammock hanging underneath the shade of a couple old palm trees, letting all our worries drift off in the breeze. Just give me the keys. We've traveled all this way. Be ashamed if we didn't stay. Cause there ain't no place I'd rather be than a hammock hanging underneath the shade of a couple old palm trees, letting all our worries drift off in the breeze. No, there ain't no place else I'd rather be. Give me the keys. Just give me the keys. Well, it's not far down to paradise. At least it's not for me. And if the wind is right, we can sail away and find tranquility. Oh, the Ecamms can do miracles. Just you wait and see. leave me. Oh, I tried before to tell her all the feelings I have for her in my heart. Sound familiar? If you ain't got a suitcase, get a box or an old brown paper sack. Pack it light or pack it heavy. Take a truck, take a Chevy. Baby, just come back. Give me the keys. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, yeah. Man, I don't know why I don't do that song more often. It's a lot of fun to do that one. So, but I was looking over the last 2 weeks, like I said, since Jerry Jeff passed away, I've been listening to a lot of stuff that he recorded, and I want to do one of his songs. He didn't write this one, but he recorded this, and I first heard this on a Garth Brooks record, and I always loved it. I loved the message of this song, and I saw on YouTube that Jerry Jeff had recorded it as well. And I forget the guy who wrote it, his name, but it's a great song. Let me get a little peanut butter whiskey. I tell you, my voice is feeling real good. It's like having a brand new one. So this is an old cowboy song, one that Jerry Jeff did, and Garth Brooks and Susie Boggess, I think. One night while I was out riding the graveyard shift, midnight till dawn, the moon was as bright as a reading light for a letter from an old friend back home. He asked me, why do you ride for your money? He asked me, why do you rope for short pay? You ain't getting nowhere and you're losing your share. Boy, you must have gone crazy out there. He said, last night I ran on to Jenny. She's married and she has a good life. Boy, you sure missed the track when you never came back. She's the perfect professional's wife. And she asked me, why does he ride for his money? She asked me, why does he rope for short pay? Getting nowhere and he's losing his share. Guess he must have gone crazy out there. Oh, but they've never seen the northern lights. They've never seen a hawk on the wind. Ain't never spent spring at the Great Divide, and they've never heard old Camp Cookie sing. Well, I read up the last of my letter, tore off the stamp for Black Jim. And when Billy rode up to relieve me, he just looked at my letter and he grinned. He asked me, why do they ride for their money? He asked me, why pretty crazy out there. All right. Well, alrighty. Well, cheers, y'all. This is so much fun. And thank y'all for listening. Man, lots of thumbs up. 409 thumbs up. Thank you, guys. And 643 hearts and lots of other things. So cheers. Thanks very much. I keep seeing my cousin Rob keeps requesting this one song, so I guess I'm going to have to play it before we go. We, meaning me and Big Red. That's right. All right, well, let's see here. This is another Steve Williams song that we wrote. I remember Steve called me one day. I was shopping. I was looking for shirts. I remember at the Green Hills Mall. He called and he ran a couple of these lines by me, and I was like, yeah, that'd be a good song. Something about red right return, you know, about being on the boat. You know, when you're on the river, you know, when you're going and to keep green on one side on the left as you're going, and then red on the back so you find your way back. So this song's called Miss That Mississippi. I grew up around St. Louis, Missouri, and we got our first boat when I was in like middle school, I think, junior high. And we would go out to like Bridgeton, Missouri, or St. Charles, and put the boat in. And the Mississippi River is dangerous. It's really swift. It's got a swift current. There's all kinds of stuff floating in it sometimes. It's a pretty dangerous place. That's where I learned to water ski. So anyway, Steve Williams also grew up around that same stretch of river, but we didn't know each other back then because he's older than me. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you for your request, by the way. And anyway, so this is for Rob, and it goes like this here. Spent a lot of time as a boy between Missouri and Illinois on that big muddy that flows down to New Orleans. I was a bona fide river rat, orange life jacket and my Cardinals cap, and when it came to that Chris Craft, Dad taught me everything. Back it down the ramp by the gas stop. Don't forget the crickets and the tackle box. Ice down the cooler, load up the skis. Hang on to that rope, boy, bend your knees. Work up the courage to jump that wake. I get so hungry that I'd start to shake. Barbecue chips and a grape knee high. We had the time of our lives, making those memories. Man, I miss that Mississippi. Horn blasting on a big old barge, and waves crashing on a sandbar in my river shoes. Skipping rocks and mussel shells, the youngest daughter of my dad's best friend. Man, that girl was heaven sent, and when she smiled at me, I felt something I'd never felt. I couldn't stop writing our names in the sand. Wasn't much kissing, just a holding hands, but it was time to go. Pack up the boat. I thought about her pretty face all the way home. Driftwood bonfire burning bright, trying to find the buoys with a searchlight, following the channel, red right return. Dog tired and sunburned, and falling fast asleep. Man, I miss that Mississippi. I saw a boat for sale on my way to town. I pulled over, wrote the number down. If it's still there when my paycheck comes, we're gonna hitch it up to the truck. with the crickets and the tackle box. Ice down the cooler, load up the skis. Hang on to that road, boy, bend your knees. Work up the courage to jump that wake, just like we did in the old days. Barbecue chips and a grave knee high. We'll have the time of our lives, making those memories. Man, I miss South Mississippi. Man, I miss South Mississippi. Hi, you're welcome, Rob. Love that old song. I need to play that one more often. I tell you what, I'm having so much fun. I don't want to quit. I'm just going to keep going. Let's do this for like 5-6 hours. I just want to see, I'm going to play till there's no more viewers. No more thumbs up, no more hearts. I got nothing else to do here, right? I was supposed to be going down to Phoenix this weekend and doing some shows. And I canceled them because I thought I was still going to be quarantined. But it turns out I'm quarantined. I got out early because I'm doing okay. So anyway, I hate that I'm not going to be in Phoenix this week, seeing Jim Goodwin and Karen Lyons and that bunch down there. But probably best, just to take one more weekend safe. And then after that, I'm getting back to work. Call me. I'm ready. I'm coming. I'll come play for you. And I wish Coley could come with me. Coley's in West Virginia. She's looking after her sister, Gretchen, who she just had her first chemotherapy treatment a week ago, Wednesday. And she has a long, long road ahead of her because she has to do this treatment 6 times. And it's 3 weeks apart. So that's like 18 weeks. So that's like into next year. I don't know when I'm going to get to see her again. Sometime after the holidays, I guess. And I didn't want to go up there because I didn't want to get her sick and all that. So anyway, but I'm going to be out doing some dates and things like that in the meantime. So I hope I get to see some of y'all in person. That would be cool. All right, let's see. Well, let me look at my list here. Okay, I wanted to play another song that is a new one. This is one I'm going out on the limb on because normally my friend Eric Erdman plays the chords on this song and it's kind of jazzy. One of the fun things about being a writer is that, you can play different characters in your songs. And I was down in Key West and we were at this show at this place called the Lighthouse Court. Our friend Kelly McGuire puts that on. And it's a songwriting listening venue, which is a lot of fun. And we walked in, and I overheard somebody saying something about, that guy sang that song in the key of blue. Or somebody said something about the key of blue, like it's a sad song. And I noticed I saw Eric Erdman up on stage performing. And Eric, if you know him, he's from Mobile, Alabama. And he usually wears like black slacks and a vest and like this black or gray fedora hat. So I was thinking, Eric kind of looked like a Chicago blues guy or something, he did not look tropical at all there in Key West with his fedora, black slacks and vest and all that. And I thought, what if he was a Chicago guy that got sick of the cold weather and just decided to relocate? And so this year when I went down to Party Gras in New Orleans, I remember one morning I woke up before Coley did, and I was just laying in the bed, and these lyrics just started coming to me. And later on that week, we went and hooked up with Eric in Mobile, and he put the melody to this thing, so I might screw it up, but anyway, this is called The Key of Blue. Dark cloudy skies, cold black smokestacks blow. All the weary down and outers feeling kinda low. I gathered at the barn where I laid down their truth, singing in a key of blue. It's not a bad gig up on Halstead Street, playing these old 12 bars till 2:45. Seems barely getting by is all I know how to do, and singing in a key of blue. One day I'd had enough of the cold and slush, snapped the latch on my case, packed up all my stuff, pointing my Pontiac southbound as far as I could go, and I drove till I got to the end of the road. Now I'm on this green stretch of islands they call the Keys. This new way of living is agreeing with me. Now I'm hitting my licks with a sweet ocean view, and singing in a key of blue. Down here they don't like heavy, they crave those much lighter tunes. These black slacks and felt hat, they're just not gonna do. I've traded my grays for a much brighter hue, singing in a key of blue. These warm heavenly rays, they feel good on my face. Down here where life moves at an easier pace, I got sails in my sunsets, not a cloud in my sky. I don't miss all the bricks or those cold neon lights. I'm here every Tuesday from noon until 2, singing in a key of blue. One more peanut butter whiskey, I don't mind if I do, singing in a key of blue. Thank you. Oh, man. Hey, thank you, Jeff. My voice is feeling great, as a matter of fact. It's so good to be back. It's like having a brand new replacement voice. It's just, I'm hitting stuff I haven't hit in years. It's amazing. I don't know if y'all can hear. There's a dog whining at the door. Maybe I should let these damn dogs in. What do y'all think? They're so needy. No, I love them. They're great. All right, hold on. We'll do a few more songs. Thank you for liking the new stuff, Rob. Okay, hold on just a second. All right, come on, get in here. All right, hush up. All right, so we had a few requests for I saw for the Idaho song. So now this is a sing-along, so this is going to be weird because there's nobody here to sing along. Can you guys sing along? Come here. Come up here for a second. Here's Odes the Rhodes. Odie the Roadie. He's our rescue dog. And we also got Cece. Come on, you want to get up here? Come on. Okay, your turn. Come on, get up here. Here's Cece. She's a scrapper. She was found in the woods, and the kid that found her was running cross country, so that's why her name is Cece, for cross country. But anyway, Coley met the people that had her on a plane, and next thing you know, we had 2 dogs because we thought Odie seemed lonely. He seemed sad and lonely, and now we realized he was happy being an only child. And but we like Cece. She's a good girl. Okay, good puppies. They're getting hungry. It's their dinner time. So, all right. Okay, hop down. Go home. All right. So, how about this Idaho song? Here, hold on a minute. Come here, Odie. Come on. Come in here. Come on. You coming? Come on. Get in here. Come on. All right. Okay. All right. So, wrote this song a couple summers ago when we were up here. We were playing in a place called Rathdrum, Idaho, at a place called Moon Dollars. Our friend J.D. Dickinson owns that place. And you know, when we tell people we're going to Idaho, they'd be like, Idaho? Hoodaho? Udaho? Like, ha, y'all are hilarious. So I thought, all right, I'm going to write a damn Idaho song. I'm going to put that in it. So I can't wait to record this. We got to get starting on the new record. We got so many new songs and just fired up. Got a bunch of more new stuff to come. And can't wait for y'all to hear it. All right, so here's the Idaho song. For Emily. We got pine tree lined 2 lane back roads. We drive 80 miles an hour on them everywhere we go. I got a Seahawks cap, a Subaru Outback, with 2 kayaks and a mountain bike rack. I got a cold 12-pack and a chocolate lab. Idaho, 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 I don't know, Idaho, Idaho, Idaho. We got pristine creeks, mountain streams, and rivers. And we love it when the Californians leave for the winter. Don't California my Idaho. We got diamonds on our slopes and great fishing in the summer. We all march to the beat of a very own drummer. Idaho, 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 I don't know, Idaho, Idaho, Idaho. I see my neighbor checking in. If you look out your front window, Aaron, you could probably see me up here in the front bedroom with the light on up here. We got huckleberry, everything, and lots of lovely lakes. And Iowa's a state 1,500 miles away. It's not the same, it ain't the same. It's not the same, it's not the same. It's not the same, it's far from the same. I'm telling you. So if you don't know what you're talking about, don't be a hater. 'Cause there's so much more to this state than just taters. Idaho, 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 I don't know, Idaho, Idaho, Idaho. Well, we're all a little crazy, but we like it that way. Jeez. And we're all armed and dangerous, so have a blessed day. Idaho, 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 I don't know, Idaho, Idaho, Idaho. These dogs are down here distracting me. Anyway. All righty. All right. Oh, hey, Raquel is checking in from Bandera, Texas. Oh, we miss Bandera. We loved living in Bandera in 2019. That was so great out there. All right. Okay, my neighbor Erin says she can see the brim of my hat through the window. She lives across the street. Anyway, all right, it's good to have good neighbors. You know, look out for you, look out for your stuff and all that kind of thing. So, all right, somebody had asked me, you know, yesterday was Veterans Day, and so they wanted me to do Private Malone, and somebody also asked for Djibouti, two of my most patriotic songs. So, I'm about out of peanut butter whiskey. I should have brought some in here. I've got tequila. That was from the taco video shoot earlier. I don't think I want to get into that, not on a Thursday. But I think we should do Private Malone, you know, for all the veterans. And also dedicated to those that, for all the, you know, ones that didn't come back. So, anyway, this was my first hit as a songwriter back in 2001. This changed everything for me for the rest of my career, really. This one kind of kicked open the door. And anyway, it goes like this here. David Ball recorded this and had a #1 hit with it. I was just out of the service, thumbing through the classifieds, when an ad that said old Chevy somehow caught my eye. The lady didn't know the year or even if it ran, but I had that $1,000 in my hand. Well, it was way back in the corner of this old ramshackle barn, 30 years of dust and dirt on that green army tarp. When I pulled that cover off, it took away my breath, 'cause what she called a Chevy was a '66 Corvette. And I felt a little guilty as I counted out the bills. But what a rush I got when I sat behind the wheel. Opened up the glove box, and that's when I found the note. The date was 1966, and this is what he wrote. It said, "My name is Private Andrew Malone, and if you're reading this, then I didn't make it home. But for every dream that shatters, there's another that comes true. This car was once a dream of mine, now it belongs to you. And though you may take her and make her your own, you'll always be riding with Private Malone." Well, it didn't take me long at all, I had her running good. I love to hear those horses thunder underneath the hood. Had her shining like a diamond, and I'd put that rag top down, and the pretty girls would stop and stare as I drove her through the town. Buttons on the radio didn't seem to work quite right, but it picked up that oldies show, and especially late at night. And I'd get the feeling sometimes, if I turned real quick, I'd see a soldier riding a shotgun in the seat right next to me. A young man named Private Andrew Malone, who fought for his country and never made it home. But for every dream that shatters, there's another that comes true. This car was once a dream of his, back when it was new. And he told me to take her and make her my own. And I was proud to be riding with Private Malone. One night on a rain-slick road, I took a curve too fast. And I still don't remember much about that fiery crash. Someone said they thought they saw a soldier pull me out. Oh, they didn't get his name, but I know without a doubt it was a young man named Private Andrew Malone, who fought for his country and never made it home. But for every dream that shatters, there's another that comes true. This car was once a dream of his, back when it was new. And I know I wouldn't be here if it hadn't tagged along. Yeah, that night I was riding with Private Malone. Oh, thank God I was riding with Private Malone. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for all those wonderful comments on that song. That's still a very special song to me. I wrote that with a guy named Wood Newton. All right. Well, I don't know. Do y'all want to hear Djibouti? Should we even go there after a great song like that? Or do you want to hear the prequel to Private Malone? Maybe I should do the prequel, and then we'll move on to the next thing. This is Coley's favorite song. After Private Malone came out, I just felt like I heard so many stories from people. You know, they would share their experiences with me after they heard the song, especially Vietnam veterans. And I thought, there's another story there. And Wood Newton, the guy who I wrote Private Malone with, he had told me, he said, when I told him the idea initially, he said, oh man, you know, my cousin Jeff, he had a Corvette and he went to Vietnam. And I was like, well, did he make it back? And he said, oh yeah, he made it back. He said, but he died in a car wreck in his Corvette the day he got home from Vietnam. And he said he cheated death numerous times, almost got shot several times, only to come home and then die in a stupid car wreck. So Wood shared some of the letters that Jeff wrote with me, and I thought, man, there's another song there. So I asked Wood if he wanted to write it, and he said, nah, I feel like we've already written Private Malone, I'm good. So I wrote this one by myself, but this is Coley's favorite song that I've written, and it was one of my dad's favorites as well. It's called Last Letter Home. It's on the Saltwater Cat Boy record. Dear Mom and Dad, I'm alive and well, just wanted you to know. It's been so hot and rainy here the last few months or so, but I'm doing what I've gotta do for dear old Uncle Sam, who'd have known a year ago that I'd be in Vietnam. Well, I know what we're fighting for, and I'm sure we're gonna win. I'm bumping with a bunch of guys, they're all fine young men. Well, there's Tex and Murph and Hacksaw and this young kid named Malone. I think I told you about him in my last letter home. Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for the Christmas cookies that you sent. Malone and I ate half the box, and then we passed them around the tent. And all that snow that you've been a-getting, I wish I could see some now. Andrew said he hopes their old barn roof don't come crashing down. Well, it's been a real tough week here, 'cause old Charlie's on the move. We lost Murph and Hacksaw and 5 more from our platoon. We're hurting for replacements and supplies are running low. And I know it's been a long time since my last letter home. But in my last letter home, I told him how I'm alone. He tells the worst jokes in the world, and he's always going on about that car he calls his baby. Man, he loves that thing so much. And if we ever make it out of here, well, I'm sure we'll stay in touch. Well, now, we don't talk about it. We're both scared to death. So we talk about my GTO, and we talk about his vet. All the stuff back home we're missing, and the girls we plan to date, and the heroes welcome that we'll get with that ticker tape parade. Another thing we never mentioned that every soldier knows is how long he's been in country and how much time he has to go. And speaking of short timers, my pal Andrew Malone just yesterday was writing his last letter home. In his last letter home, he told his mom and dad how much he was missing them, but soon he'd be back. And how he'd been to Saigon and got a tattoo on his arm, and how he couldn't wait to get back to the farm. But later on last evening, Charlie took us by surprise. He was less than 20 feet away when we opened fire. And in seconds it was over, and I thought we'd won the fight. But Andy said, I'm hit in the stillness of the night. He said, I'll never get to tell my folks goodbye. And pulled a letter from his pocket right before he died. So Mom and Dad, I'm writing to let you know that I'm okay. And by the time you get this, I'll be headed for the States. There's one more stop I've gotta make before my duty's done. 'Cause he was like my brother, and he was their only son. Yeah, I've gotta take a detour, but I'll be back before too long. 'Cause I promised I'd deliver his last letter home. Yeah, Last Letter Home, the prequel to Private Malone. Thank you all for your comments. Dogs, you doing okay? What do you got? What are you chewing on? Get off of that. I swear. All right, well, I gotta feed these dogs here in a minute. I guess I better get off. I've been on over 2 hours. It's gone by in a total blink. Thank y'all for putting something in the old digital tip jar there, the Venmo and the PayPal. Appreciate that a lot. And hopefully I can get back out and see y'all soon. Voice is feeling great. I'm ready. I'm ready to do some gigging. So let's see. I guess I have to do Djibouti. Yes? Should we get a vote? Should I do something else? Let's see. There's several things on the list I haven't even gotten to. Okay, let me do this one here. If Chris and Maddie and Christy are listening, I forgot to do this one, and y'all requested this really earlier. This is one that I wrote with Kevin Fowler. Well, I've been single and I'm ready to hit the town. Gonna make myself some brand new friends in a younger, hipper crowd. I found this hopping little place with hotties, hot as I could be. And things were looking pretty good till the bouncer carded me. He said, whoa there, partner, hate to tell you this, my friend, but I'm afraid you're just too old and I can't let you in. I gotta give me a fake ID, one that says I'm 23. No one will ever know I'm this damn old. Gonna use a little Photoshop, put a little more hair on top. They're gonna see a younger me with my fake ID. So I'm hitting every hipster hotspot now, and man, I'm on a roll. I got no problems getting in any place I wanna go. I met this girl the other night and she let me take her home. I said it's more romantic if we leave the lights down low. Then later on she took me out to meet her mom and dad. He said, when I was a freshman, weren't you in our senior class? Uh-oh. So I showed him my fake ID. No, that wasn't me. No one will ever know I'm this damn old. Gonna use a little Photoshop, put a little more hair on top. They're gonna see a younger me with a fake ID. I refuse to grow up and I swear I never will. Hell, age is just a number and I ain't over the hill. All I really need are these little blue pills. Well, I don't. I didn't write that line. That's Kevin Fowler line. I don't even know what a blue pill does. And a fake ID says I'm born in 93. No one will ever know I'm this freaking old. Gonna use a little Photoshop. Let me turn back the clock. They're gonna see a younger me with my fake ID, one that says I'm 23. No one will ever know I'm this damn old. Gonna use a little Photoshop, put a little more hair on top. They're gonna see a younger me. Sometimes even I believe that I'm still 23 with my fake ID. You need to see my ID. No problem, got it right here. Who's coming to the Lone Star Luau? All right. I'm sorry. You'll have to. Sorry, Chris. I didn't get that song in early enough before Maddie had to go to bed. So, oh, and you're kidding me. So our friend Chris has a young daughter named Maddie, young little innocent Maddie, and she really wanted to hear Djibouti. So anyway, this will be on here tomorrow, Chris. You can show it to her tomorrow. But I guess since she asked for this song too, the kid has good taste in music. I guess I'm gonna do this dang song. All right, I'll do this one. And Paul and Inga are coming to the Lone Star Luau. Yeah, don't forget, Lone Star Luau is February 4th through the 7th of 2021 in Conroe, Texas, Montgomery County, just north of Houston. And February 4th through the 7th, we still have a few general admission tickets left and some sponsorships available. VIP is sold out, so that's good. But we've sold over 350 tickets so far. It's going to be a hell of a party. We got a killer lineup, all kinds of great folks this year. We got Paul Overstreet, Gary P. Nunn, Donnie Brewer, Aaron Schurz, Erica Sunshine Lee, me, my beautiful better half Coley, Win Varble is coming, Jerry Diaz, Eric Erdman, Django Walker, Trent Willman, and the good folks from Texas Red Dirt Roads, Justin Frizzell, they're coming on Sunday, and they're going to do their show live again. Hopefully, nobody will say any cuss words on the air this time. Donnie Brewer, thank you. I almost got sued. That's okay. We still like you. All right. This song has no cuss words in it. Well, it used to not. Now it has one. But anyway, so thank y'all for listening. This little song is about a country in Africa called Djibouti. And I wrote this with the band on an Armed Forces tour back in 2007. The guys in the band said, wouldn't it be funny to write a song called Djibouti? I mean, that is a funny name for a country. So we wrote this just maybe like about an hour or two before the show on the bunk beds there at Camp Lemonnier in Africa, the Horn of Africa. The capital of Djibouti is Djibouti. It's a real place. Look it up. It starts with a D. She said, I really don't think I'd like it all that much in Djibouti. I said, no, I heard that it was pretty good in Djibouti. She said, but all my girlfriends said they hated it in Djibouti. I said, no, babe, the guy that cuts my hair said he loves it in Djibouti. Oh! You don't ever need no raincoat in Djibouti. Ain't gotta worry about no kids, not in Djibouti. She said, but I heard that it was hot and dirty and nasty in Djibouti. I said, well, how bad could it be? You know everybody does it in Djibouti. You got the airmen in Djibouti. You got them soldiers in Djibouti. You got them jarheads in Djibouti. You got the seaman. Ooh. Now down at the cantina, on one hot and steamy night, I whined and I begged and I pleaded. See, I was trying to change her mind. So I gave her my beer card, and she slammed 3 tall boys down. We found ourselves a bunker, and I finally got her turned around. Well, now she says that she loves it in Djibouti. She wants it all the time in Djibouti. And one tour of duty just ain't enough in Djibouti. She wants me to re-up in Djibouti. She likes the airmen in Djibouti. She likes them soldiers in Djibouti. She likes them jarheads in Djibouti. She likes the seaman. Ooh. All right, Jerry Lukens, you keep them damn pictures of my ass to yourself. Don't be posting them on Facebook. Nobody wants to see that. You can't blackmail me. I'm putting on a show right now, and I can't get on the PayPal or the Venmo. It'll screw up the whole flow of the thing. Anyway, I got a tattoo of the flag of Djibouti on my butt for charity. Yes, I did it in public at the thing called the Laid Back Attack. I did it right there in the friggin' lobby. Had my shorts pulled down, and they just put the flag right there. It was for the animals. It was for the rescue animals. Raised $3,200. That's right. So anyway, there's a new development, a recent development in the Djibouti saga. Now, as you know, I live in Sandpoint, Idaho now. It's because that's where the kids are. But I've been coming up to Sandpoint for years. I've been coming up here since the early 90s. And every time you drive up to Sandpoint, you got to go through this little town. It's called Athol, Idaho. You spell A-T-H-O-L. Some of you locals will know the place. And I always thought, what an unfortunate name for a town. I mean, who would want to be from a place called Athol? Well, as fate would have it, I got a gig one time at the Nashville North at State Line, Idaho. And I did my show. And after the show, I got to meet the mayor of Athol. Her name is Darla. She used to be the mayor down there. She said, Yeah, I'm the mayor of Athol. I know we're the butt of a lot of jokes. She said, you know what they call people from our town? They call us Atholes. She said, we can't even have a sports team up there. You know why? Because nobody wants to root for the Athol Raiders or the Athol Pirates, and certainly not the Athol Packers. She said it got so bad we were even considering changing the name of the town. I said, well, what would you name it, darling? She said, well, we've been thinking about maybe Aneth. But a couple years ago, Darla invited Coley and I to headline a festival they have down there. It's called Athol Days. And we really did it for one reason and one reason only. We were hoping in the local paper there, the Athol Bottom Dollar, that there would be a headline that read, Djibouti songwriter packs him in Athol. Well, we didn't get the headline in the paper. Nope. But we did get invited back for Athol Days number 2. She likes a canine in Djibouti. She likes them privates in Djibouti. She likes her grunts in Djibouti. She got colonels in Djibouti. Oh, some pretty high-ranking colonels. We were playing a show one night and this guy said, man, you left out the most obvious one. And I said, what do you mean? He said, you forgot to mention rear admirals in Djibouti. And another friend of ours named Woody, he said, I knew a guy one time, his name was Rear Admiral Colin Hunter. There's another new development in the Djibouti story. We were driving through Missouri on our way to Sullivan, Missouri, when we looked up and we saw this billboard for this place called the Uranus Fudge Factory. And it's a real place. And on the sign it says, the best fudge is packed in Uranus. I looked at Coley and I said, I don't know about the fudge, but we are definitely going to stop and get the t-shirt. So we pulled over there. Actually, kind of took us by surprise. We missed the exit. And we had to go down to the next town, which is called Dixon, Missouri. So we were flipping a Yui at that Dixon Uranus exit so we could get back to the store. Anyway, so we walked in the store and we're walking around looking for t-shirts and checking out the fudge and waiting for our fudge to get packed. And we kept noticing all the employees, whenever somebody would leave, the employees would stop and they would say, thanks for picking Uranus. You know it's hot in Djibouti, and it's dirty in Djibouti. It's pretty nasty in Djibouti, but I like it in Djibouti. Oh, well, I mean, not me personally, you know what I'm saying? I always say it's better to give than to receive, especially when it comes to Djibouti. But the best thing about it all is, well, I'm really big down there in Djibouti. All right, one final new chapter to the Djibouti story. So, the people from the Uranus Fudge Factory made a TV commercial, and they posted it on their Facebook page, and it's really funny. It's got all the double entendres in it, all the jokes you can imagine. I think they even have a joke counter in it up in the corner. I'll tell you how many jokes you've heard. Anyway, so I thought that was pretty funny. So I sent that to this girl named Stacy Buell. She runs a pastime club, which is where we performed at for Athol Days. And I said, Stacy, if you and John don't open up an Athol Fudge Factory, I'm gonna. Because that's $1 million idea right there. You leave money on the table. Athol Fudge Factory. Just think about it. If you saw the billboard, wouldn't you pull over? So, anyway, Stacy got inspired and she contacted the people at the Uranus Fudge Factory. She said, you know what, at this year at Athol Days, we are gonna serve the Uranus Fudge Factory fudge at Athol Days. Oh, she's so excited. She got a whole mess of fudge. Do you know how much fudge Stacy got for Athol Days? A shit ton. In your booty. All right. Okay, enough of that song. All right, well, I guess I'm going to do one more here. We've covered a lot of ground here tonight. This is fun. Maybe we should do this again next week or something. As of right now, I was supposed to go to Houston next week, but it's been postponed. So maybe we'll do this again next week. Ode to Road is, he's, yes. Do you need something? Come here, you want to get up here? Come on, get up here. You join me for this last song, Odes, okay? This is Odie the Roadie. Yes, he's a good boy. I think he's ready for his supper. So I'm going to do one more song that I had a request for from Mike from Sagal, Idaho, which is just down the road. And thank you, Mike, for helping me with the RV. Still got some more RV stuff got to work on. Okay, are you comfortable? Are you going to stay there? Don't fall off. Okay, ready? Are you good, Oates? Okay. I'm balancing a dog. He's licking my hand. Who's your good boy? Oates the Road. Who's your good puppy? He misses his mommy. Okay. All right. Thank y'all for being here with me tonight. And coming to you live from Sandpoint, Idaho. And I hope to see y'all in person very soon. Or maybe we'll do this again next week. Azul water, south of the border, takes me to higher ground. Lost in the weekend, ain't it funny how the sea can make you feel bound? We'll just sail away into the southern night. Everything gonna be alright if you lost at sea. Baby, just sail away into the southern sky. Everything gonna be just fine. Sail away with me. Hoist up the mainsail. Add a little bam to the ginger ale. Sail off to Mexico. Rocking the boat with the band for a little late night jam. Let it steal your soul. We'll just sail away into the southern night. Everything gonna be alright if you're lost at sea. Baby, just sail away into the southern sky. Everything gonna be just fine. Sail away with me. I know I said perdido in El Mar, and we measure the time by the good ones that we have. Watch hours turn to sand while we're striking up the band. We'll just sail away into the southern night. Everything gonna be alright. Lost at sea, baby, just sail away into the southern sky. Everything gonna be just fine. Sail away with me. Thank y'all for joining me on here tonight. Oh, my buddy Thom's on here. Getting ready to sail away into an early weekend. Sounds like a good plan to me. I'm getting to get some more peanut butter whiskey because my cup runneth empty. Hey, coming from down the hall, don't hit me, you wanna sing along. Sail away. We'll find a way up to your room. We're gonna hang a sign that says come back soon. Sail away. Here's to you and here's to me. Here's to getting lost at sea. Sail away. Here's to you and here's to me. Here's to getting lost at sea. Sail away. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna sail away, y'all. Thanks for joining me tonight. Here from Sandpoint, Idaho. Odie the Roadie says bye. Are you good? Odie good boy. Oh, he loves his dad. Your breath. You need to brush your teeth though. Anyway. All right, thank y'all for joining me, and hell, let's do this again. Maybe next week. Who knows? But this was a lot of fun, and it's great singing again. Voice is feeling real good. Glad I'm over the corona and feeling great, ready to take on the world. So thank y'all for being a part of my coming out party, my corona coming out party here on Facebook. Anyway, thank you guys for being here, and see y'all soon. Don't forget to hit that PayPal or the Venmo, and if you have already, thank you very much. All right, signing off here from Idaho, me and Odie the Roadie and CC, and see y'all soon.